Welcome to Huddle Adventures. I'm Eddie. Laura isn't here right now. Laura's my wife. We're a husband and wife cruise vlogging team on YouTube that decided to start a Carnival fan Facebook group a few months ago by the name of Carnival Cruise Fanatics, and we want to tell you all about it after this. Okay, before we get going, guys, Laura and I want to thank the over 1,200 people that already joined Carnival Cruise Fanatics. You guys rock. Thank you. We appreciate each and every one of you. We'd also like to take a moment to recognize, honor, and thank Colleen Sakura for volunteering to be an admin when the group was 20 minutes old. She was like the third member after Laura and I. Colleen does a phenomenal job. We appreciate you, Colleen. Thank you for all you do. The purpose of this vlog is to explain to you what motivated us to start Carnival Cruise Fanatics and what makes Carnival Cruise Fanatics different than all the rest. We're going to start off with our motivation for starting Carnival Cruise Fanatics. If you love Carnival like Laura and I do, we've been on 7 Carnival cruises since August, guys. We love Carnival. Prior to the pandemic, we never sailed with Carnival. We're loyal to Royal. And we believed all the nonsense we heard about Carnival, all the bad stereotypes about Carnival. Most of the reputation shared about Carnival comes from what happened on Carnival ships in the 80s and 90s, and it's undeserved. And thankfully, we gave Carnival a chance, and we absolutely love sailing on Carnival. It is fun. It's great. We really like it. So, we belong to multiple Carnival fan groups on Facebook. Laura and I are seasoned cruisers, we're experienced, and we don't go to those groups asking questions. We just go and look at what's happening, and we answer questions. Like, we'll see new cruisers or people asking for how does the COVID testing work, how does this work, how does that work, and we'll chime in and answer these questions and help people out because we enjoy doing it. We love everything about cruising, and we love talking about cruising. We are all about cruising. One of the problems we notice over and over and over again is how snarky and just mean people can be to each other in these groups. Lots of new people come to these groups and they ask very innocent questions they do not know the answer to. And yes, they could go on Google and look up the answer, but they're on Facebook looking up the answer, okay? So people go to Facebook in these groups and look for solutions and answers. Just like they go to YouTube and look for solutions and answers. They skip Google. They go to these sources because they figure the people in these groups are the subject matter experts and they will get the information they're looking for there. What happens in these big groups, you have people that it's a community, right? And you have people that are in there all day, every day, and they hear the same questions being asked over and over again, the same topics being just debated over and over again, and they get tired of it and they lose their patience, so they snap on people. They're like, don't you know that? And they're just mean, right? And to us, we try to encourage people to cruise. We started cruise vlogging because basically, besides our kids, our adult kids, and we have one that isn't an adult, they love cruising, but our other members of our family, none of them are into cruising. Our coworkers, none of them are into cruising. We don't associate with anyone outside of our immediate family that enjoys cruising, and you know why? Most of them never have cruised, and they believe, oh, it's a petri dish floating at sea, and you're gonna get sick, and all this nonsense about cruising. So we try to encourage people to cruise and promote cruising because we love cruising, and we were really worried during the pandemic shutdown that cruising could go under, literally just go away because the losses they suffered. They were shut down for 16 months. So we are patient and we patiently answer people's questions and believe that it's our duty to try to encourage people to cruise, okay? So we went through a stretch for like a week where it's just getting just stupid ugly in the biggest groups, like 3 big groups out there. I'm not going to name names. We still belong to all of them and we'll continue to be involved in those groups. But we watched just one case after another of people like, well, I'm never coming back here again. I'm leaving. You guys are mean. You guys are jerks. And just people quitting. And a lot of them were brand new people, never cruised before. So we got to talking, and we have ran Facebook groups for our individual cruises we've been on. We've been admins for groups. That's, when you start a group for the specific cruise you're going on, the date and the ship, the cruise you're going on. And you schedule meet and greets, and everybody gets to know each other. They do slot pools and all kinds of activities, and it's just a place for everyone that's going on the same cruise to share that excitement. All right, so we have experience with that. And I looked at Laura one day and I go, why don't we just start a Carnival fan page and invite people to join with just one simple rule? They got to keep it positive. Okay, no negativity. All the other groups are full of negativity. There's plenty of places in the world to be negative, okay? All we ask, if you have a grievance with Carnival Cruise Line, you take it elsewhere. Don't bring it in the group, okay? We also, have rules. We don't want you selling stuff and trying to do the Nigerian money laundering schemes and pyramid schemes and selling your herbal teas and all that. We're not doing that either, okay? It's all about cruising, Carnival cruising. It's for the brand new cruiser. It's for the person that doesn't know if they'll cruise, but they're curious. The cruise curious. It's for the intermediate cruiser. They've cruised a couple times and they've got the bug and they want to cruise more, but they're still learning. It's for the advanced cruisers to get in there and learn more tips and learn more about cruising and about ships they haven't been on from other advanced cruisers. And we can all learn from each other. Now, that no negativity rule, no complaining, no airing your grievance rule makes us completely different than every other Carnival group. We're not going to put up with that, guys. And it's not a matter of First Amendment rights. We don't want that. It's a headache. The world has been negative enough the last few years. We don't need more of that. We need to be appreciative of the fact that we get to cruise, or we're getting ready to cruise, or we're in a position where we're going to cruise. It's an honor and a privilege to get to cruise, guys. It's something that so many people will never do because they either have bad opinions about it already, biased against it, or will never be able to afford it, okay? It's awesome. I grew up as a poor kid, so did Laura. We never went on vacations as kids. I didn't start going cruising until 2017 when I was like age 47, guys. So I love it. I absolutely love cruising, and so does Laura, and that's why we started this group. We thought, hey, we are going to bring a positive group for people that want to sail on Carnival or already like to sail on Carnival, that love Carnival Cruise Line. Just a good place for them to all go, be, nice to each other, form fellowship, friendship, and just be there for each other, answering each other's questions. Another thing that makes this group different is I told you right from the beginning, Laura and I are cruise vloggers. We don't work in the travel industry, guys. I work in the skilled trades. Laura is a recruiter in the medical field. She recruits nurses, travel nurses. I'm a millwright, if you guys are familiar with that trade. I've been doing that for like 27 years. I have no interest in ever earning a living in the travel industry. We are just having a ball vlogging and vlogging about all of our cruising and all things cruising. We do cruise news and cruise vlogs, cruise tips, all those kind of things. But it's separate to this. This is the Carnival Cruise Fanatics is a group for people, and like I said, that are interested in cruising with Carnival or already like cruising with Carnival. Now, we invited a bunch of our fellow vloggers to join this group, and we encourage them to share their content, their cruise vlogs, their cruise tips, anything they have of value that can help fellow Carnival cruisers out, okay? So they know that, if say they cruised on 5 different cruise lines, they're going to share their Carnival information, okay? So it's encouraged. A lot of these Carnival groups do not encourage vloggers to be involved. And I'll tell you, We learned the most tips, advice, tricks, every shortcut we learned it from YouTube, watching travel vlogs. Land vacations, going to Vegas, we learned where to go, the best places to go, where you're gonna get the best steak, the best hotels to stay at. We learned it from vlogs, watching hours and hours of vlogs over the pandemic. And we learned about Carnival Cruise Line before we cruised on Carnival Cruise Line. We watched the vlogs and we're like, oh my God, it's nothing like what people said. There's no fraternity guys throwing up in the hot tub. That's a bunch of nonsense. But that's where we learned. There is a wealth of information out there on YouTube, travel vlogs, especially cruise travel vlogs. So we've invited many cruise vloggers to get involved. And they're there, and another thing that's good about them being there, they know a lot. They know a lot about cruising, and they'll be able to answer your questions. Okay, guys? So when you see, someone sharing, a vlog, a travel vlog for Carnival or whatever, anything like that, that is someone that was invited to join the group. Most of them are going to be designated as group experts next to their name, and that's why we did that. We figure that makes Carnival Cruise Fanatics a better group, guys, because we are filling it with people that have taken 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 cruises on Carnival in the last few years. And they're there to answer your questions. What's better than that? And it's all free, right? So no one's trying to sell you anything. And that's it. So with that said, I want to thank you once again for joining. We appreciate you being here. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.